Your child is very precious to you, and you will do anything to make sure they're kept safe. But what if you can't collect your child after school today? How does the school know what should happen to your child at the end of the school day if you're not there? How can they be certain you're not just running a few minutes late? And what about the person standing at the school gate who says they've been asked to collect your child? This may sound over the top, but it's exactly what a school thinks every time they're faced with vague or non-existent after-school collection plans. If someone is asking to collect your child without the school receiving authorization from you, they shouldn't let your child go with this person, no matter who they are. So it's vital for a school to have accurate after-school collection plans. We know that contacting the school isn't always straightforward, and many parents prefer to communicate by text, go online, which is why the school is now using 3fifteen, a simple, safe and secure way to set changes to your child's after-school collection plans. And if English is not your strongest language, the 3fifteen service will also assist you to communicate to the school in a change to your child's collection plans in a language you're more familiar with. Over the next 4 minutes, we'll show you how to get set up, and it only needs to be done once. Then we will show you how easy it is to make a change to an after-school collection plan with the school. It is simple to use, provides safety for your child, and is completely secure. Let's now go through the 5-step process to get set up with 3fifteen. Welcome to the setup process. We'll get you up and running in just a few minutes. It's really simple. While you will probably only need to go through the setup process once, if you want to add a new collection option or change your phone number, PIN code or password, you might need to repeat some of these steps. Step 1. Your 3fifteen username. You'll need to give the school your email address. That will now be your 3fifteen username for each time you log into the website. If you don't have an email address, the school will provide a username for you. Step 2. Login. Visit the website and click on Login. Use your email address as your username and enter your password. If this is the first time you've logged in, your password will be 3fifteen, and you'll be asked to set up a new password after you've logged in. You'll also be asked to enter a 6-digit PIN, which is used each time you make a new collection arrangement, and it needs to be a number you can easily recall. We don't recommend anything obvious like a date of birth or anything that other people might know. Step 3. Enter family details. The first screen you will see will be your dashboard view. We'll come back to that, but for now, let's complete your setup. Click on the Family Details tab and enter as much information as you can. The more you put in, the easier the service is to use. Use the drop-down box to select your language, and if you call the 3fifteen service in the future rather than email or text, you can follow prompts in your chosen language. In the phone numbers field, enter all the phone numbers that you're ever likely to call from. Some numbers might already be shown, as the school may have entered them for you. Don't forget, if you want other people to make changes to your child's plans, a partner or close relative, then you'll need to include their numbers too. On this screen, you can also amend your website password or PIN code. Don't forget the Update button when you've finished making any changes. Step 4. Enter collection options. Click on the Collection Option tab. Here you're invited to enter a password that you use when you collect your child. This is only needed if the school requires you to give a password when you collect your child. You can also add up to 9 different people that might collect your child after school. Click on Update and type in the details of your child's normal collection arrangements, the most used collection plan for your child. In the description field, put in as much information as you can to help the school identify the person in a busy playground. You can also upload photos of them. Then click the Update button. Then click on Add Carer and repeat this process for all the people who might collect your child. And don't forget to add in the parents of your child's best friends in case they ever went home with them after school. Step 5. Use the service. That's it. You're all set up and ready to use 315. But first, let's look back at the dashboard screen, which was the first screen you saw. Here you can see all your children, your collection arrangements in the drop-down box, and whether they're ongoing or for today only. You can make a change to collection plans from this screen by selecting the person that will collect your child next. If it's for all of your children at the school, select it by using the drop-down box next to the school's name. If it's for an individual child, then use the drop-down box next to their name. Select if it's just for today or if it'll be ongoing. Then click Update. Use the Update button next to the child or school where you have just made the change. You will now have a red star next to your child's or children's name, which shows this new arrangement has yet to be acknowledged by the school. Once they've seen your new message, that star will turn green. Now let's take a look at other ways you can communicate with your child's school when making a new collection plan. Now you're set up and ready to use the 315 service. We recommend you now enter the 315 numbers into your phone as a new contact. The phone number is 033 033 30 315. The text number 078600 15 315. If you have a smartphone and wish to download the 315 app, go to your App Store and search for it under 315. You're now ready to make changes to your child's after-school collection plans by text, email, phone, or using an app on your smartphone. Let's start with text. Using a mobile phone that has had its number entered under the Family Details tab of your 315, send a text to 078600 15 315. You must start your message with your 6-digit PIN code, then type the rest of your message normally. Once sent, you will get a confirmation back that your text has been received by the school. Or you might get an error message text if your phone was not recognised or your PIN code was incorrect. So let's see how we make a collection by email. Send a message from the email account that's your 315 username to update@315.co.uk. Type your 6-digit PIN code into the email subject header. Don't put any other numbers or letters in the subject field. Then type the rest of your message out normally. Like sending a text, you'll get an email back if there are any errors matching your email address with your PIN code. What about making a collection by going online? Log into 315 and go to the dashboard screen. Select from the drop-down box either next to the school, if it's for all your children, or if you have a different collection plan for different children. Select the drop-down box next to each child individually. Then select if the change relates to today only, or if it's an ongoing new collection plan. Don't forget to click the Update button. Making a collection plan by using the phone. Now, if English is not your first language, select your language under the Family Details view and use the 315 phone service. Call 033 033 30 315 from a phone set up in 315 and you will be asked to enter your 6-digit PIN code. If the PIN code and phone number match, you'll be given a few simple questions to follow, and using the keypad on your phone, you can update today's after-school collection plan. If today's collection arrangement was not one of the options you have previously set up in 315, you can press the star key on your keypad and leave a voice message for the school. Remember that voice messages must be left in English. Now let's look at the 315 app. This is available from the App Store that relates to your type of smartphone. Don't worry if you don't have a smartphone or are not familiar with apps. Using the 315 phone and text communication services will still get your message safely to the school. But you may find using the 315 app even easier. So So you've searched and found the 3fifteen app and downloaded it to your phone. You log in using your 3fifteen web login details, which is your email address, PIN code, and your password. You start with the same dashboard front page as you do when you're logged into the website, and you can set after-school collection arrangements either by selecting the school that all your children attend or by selecting an individual child. Click on the drop-down box that is showing the current instruction, and you can select one of your preset collection options. You can also select Send a Message and then type into the text box your message for the school. Under the Date heading, you can now select which date this new collection plan is for. So for example, you can now set up a new collection plan for today or later in the week, rather than try and remember to call or text the school on that specific day. 3fifteen will store these future change requests and issue them to your child's school on the day it relates to. Then click Update. If you select the main menu at the top right-hand corner of your display, you can also select either Family Details, Collection Options, or Future Collections. The last one being a display of any collection plans you have set for a day in the future. Under Family Details, you can change passwords and PIN codes. Note that if you change the password or PIN code, you will need to log back into the app using the new password or PIN the next time you want to use it. Under the Your Details drop-down box, you can update the language you are assisted in if you phone the 3fifteen service. And you can also register additional phone numbers that you're likely to call or text from. Collection options. You can update and add new people that might collect your child. If your phone and operating system allow you to select photos from the phone's library, then you can upload photos of the person to further protect your child and make it easier for the school to identify the person in the busy playground that might one day be collecting your child. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. You can access this video anytime from the 3fifteen website. To make setup even easier, once you've logged into 3fifteen, this video is broken down into bite-sized chunks and plays only the part of the video that is relevant to the page you are looking at. 3fifteen. Simple, safe and secure.